What's going on, fellow humans and resellers? Tis I, James. 22 years selling full-time on eBay. We are Thursday morning, and it looks like the scan form again did not print last night on eBay. Didn't the night before either. Well, yesterday was filled with treats on this website, wasn't it? And by treats, I mean horrible, horrible things. So, yesterday, my day ended at $575. The kicker is 370, we'll just call it 375. I think it was 376. 375 of that was made between 9 a.m. and 12:30. So 3.5 hours for $375, $200 for the rest, 20 hours. So that kind of shows you how jacked up the website was yesterday. It was a mess. As we know, server down, and it never really fully recovered. I was on the phone with customer service at the time dealing with that tax thing, which I'll talk about that too. Thanks to a comment below, I started digging more into that. But between 10 p.m. and 7 a.m., so 9 hours, 2 sales. So another clear, in my opinion, shut down again last night, which would make sense being there were so many issues the night before. So, some maintenance work, if you will. And that's usually on a Thursday night. I think they usually do maintenance, so it'll probably be again tonight, another maintenance day. Seems like it's almost every day, which what seems to kill my sales during the overnights. So yeah, I was on the phone and she had server failure also while she was looking into my account. If you didn't see last night's video, the tax thing on eBay changed from S Corp to sole proprietor. So it came in under Jan's name, my social, or no, yeah, and instead of the business. Had a comment below on what the video saying it wasn't my mistake. It's happening to others. So I was thinking that maybe I somehow screwed something up, because yesterday Jan was upset about it. So then I was feeling like crap, thinking I did this, and it basically ruined my day yesterday, because I hate tax stuff on top of it. And now Jan's all freaking out because, any little thing can jeopardize her pharmacist license when it comes to, not really any little thing, but like any kind of a bankruptcy, or not that would even happen, but she's just very protective of her pharmacy license. So I'm sitting here feeling like crap, thinking I screwed up. But apparently they did this last year also to people. And they actually did it to me, and I got to make sure that the tax person made sure to fill out the right paperwork last year. Last year he was trying to run his own firm, and he was bogged down, and he ended up giving that up and just going to work for somebody so it'd be easier. He couldn't handle doing the whole thing himself, the whole firm himself, running the whole business basically. Not everybody's cut out to run their own business. So he ended up going to work for another firm, taking his clients with him. So I've got to make sure he filled that out last year, or his people did last year, so nothing comes back. But there is, so from what I found out, eBay has the option to, instead of doing it in a corporation, doing it as a sole proprietor. I'm sure it's something that benefits them, and that's why they're doing it, monetarily more than likely. I don't know the details yet, but I know there's different savings with different things. So who knows? That's why we're an S Corp now. The amount of savings. So I read on there a part where, and when the eBay rep got back to me, she's like, okay, it's Jan's name with your social, and that's not allowed. And I'm like, why is that even a thing? So last night I was starting to read all this, and I saw a place yesterday where it said Jan and me both on there, and then it had broken down into shareholder. And I'd never seen that before. I'm like, okay. So after I read it, it said that what somebody did last year was go in, make yourself 100% shareholder, and then wait 24 hours, and you can come back in and change sole proprietor to S Corp or whatever. I'm like, all right. But then I've seen people this year talking about it who it happened to last year, even after they changed it. So I don't think it's going to matter if I change it or not. They're going to do it as a sole proprietor. Probably, like I said, to save them money somewhere, somehow. So yes, last night I went in, made sure my information was correct. Then it wanted me to do my driver's license again, which I've done that in the past. So I'm like, okay. So I did all those steps again to verify my account. So I don't know. I'm guessing it has a lot to do with all the changes they're making. Either that or, they deliberately did something for monetary reasons. I don't know. But if it does come through like that, there is a paper that your tax man should be able to fill out that just says, hey, this is not money for person X. This goes to business this. So it shouldn't be too big of a deal. And that's probably why eBay decides to do it also. It's off their... They ain't worried about it if it saves them money, more than likely. So that's that. So I changed it all last night, so I'm going to go back in today and see what it looks like after the 24-hour period. Because last night when I updated my verified my information, I couldn't find the Jan stuff in there. But it could be under the part that I can't edit for 24 hours. I don't remember where it was. So I'll go back in there and check again today. So I don't know. Very confusing. Very confusing. My split yesterday. So this morning we were at 9:30. I'm at $124. Split yesterday, 33 items sold, 15 organic, 18 promoted. Almost that even thing I was looking at. And then I'm going through as was taking orders today. Somebody sent me about 6 offers on CDs at like $4.50 a piece. And I'm like, yeah, I can do that. Especially they're going to be at 3.7%. It felt like the old days. I'm like, yeah. And then it got me thinking, I'm like, well, maybe I can go back to selling bulk low dollar items, since I can obviously get sales at I think I put it like 3.5, I think. Like when I did 3 and 5, I did it at a point something. I'd have to go back and look just so I'd be over that 3 mark, just in case, like to eliminate competition. But then I'm like, well, a lot of people's probably going 3.2 because they think a lot of people's 3.1. So I think I went 3.3 or 3.5. I don't even know. But I went a little bit over, so I still call it 3 and 5. But so I was thinking like that. But then I'm like, well, my stuff's on sale per year anyway. Then I have free shipping if people see that when it comes to bulk media. So I'm like, just leave it like it is and let it play out for now. So you're doing good. You're doing all right. You're making your money. Let it play out. So I'll just do that. Won't go in and mess with anything right yet. So 6 items sold today so far. 3 promoted, 3 organic. And I got to remember tomorrow to do my top 5 categories sold, since I forgot to do it last Friday. So I got to try to remember to do that. So I think that's all on that side for now. Covered the tax thing, covered my numbers. So I guess we'll go to questions and comments, and then we'll get this stuff shipped out. Did I have any posh? I forgot to look. Nope. I actually got no emails from customers overnight too. I always kind of like that when that happens. I don't mind not getting questions to answer in the morning. I usually push them off till afternoon anyway. Not literally afternoon, but when I get back from the post office. I am 8 subs away from 18,000. Thank you guys. Thank you much. How awesome is that? Headed toward 20,000. I want to make a goofy 20,000 YouTube plaque. That could be my creative outlet. Since I don't have them, you don't get one till like 100,000. Maybe I want to make my one for 20,000. I gotta see if I can come up with something. Just for poops and giggles. Poops and giggles. And then I can make a video how I got a YouTube plaque for 20,000 views, and people would be like, what? That don't exist? Let me click on that video and see. And I'll be like, I gotcha. Nothing yesterday as well. One small sale early. I'd call eBay back and talk to someone else about your tax issue. Just because one person doesn't know how to do it doesn't mean it can't be done. Yeah, she ended up getting back to me. She said she went out and talked to several different people, higher ups and everything, and they said nothing could be done. I just got a feeling those are all new people, and they don't know what happened last year, apparently. And last year, people were telling people that nothing could be done. And then one person figured it out, but it didn't matter anyway because they just changed it again the next year. So I guess from eBay's standpoint, it ain't going to matter. So I don't know, but yeah. But I still had the number and got through to somebody. I know people were saying that you can't call eBay no more. So I guess since I have an anchor store, I can always have a number, I guess. So I was able to get through. People that are secure don't. People that are secure don't feel the need to flex their Porsche like you do. Ooh, let's play Dr. James today. I should run up and grab one of Jan's pharmacy coats. What the hell is a doctor? Damn words. Dude, I got a feeling in my mind you're gonna see like videos of what a person goes through in their life when they become like dementia or something at an old age, because I swear I am stumbling over more words than I ever have before. It has seemed to have increased, hasn't it? Or is it just me? Stethoscope. Good Lord. All right, so let's break down these comments here, and let's see where the root of the problem lies, shall we? Okay, you say people that are secure don't. That's like a double negative. We call that in the world of don'ts. People that are secure don't. Does that mean I do? Don't. If you take two negatives, does that equal a positive? That is the question that I'm asking. People that are secure don't feel the need to flex their Porsche like you do. Well, I would say from this statement that you made, and the fact that I haven't said I haven't talked about my Porsche in, probably since my thrifting Porsche videos at the early beginnings of 2023, when I was proud and I thought it might be nice click to get some people to subscribe to my channel. The fact that I have not spoke about these Porsche in so long would lead me to believe I detect jealousy within this first statement here. Now, you see, jealousy can be a motivational factor if you can turn that jealousy into envy. You see, envy is what you need to feel for my Porsche and the car that I drive. kind of like I did when I was young, growing up in a neighborhood that was run down, had drive-bys, bang, bang. I would walk to the rich area and I would see these big old houses with these nice cars in the driveway. And I didn't think, man, they are just strutting their stuff. How ignorant of them. No, no, no. I wasn't at all jealous. I was envious. I'm like, how do I get from that to this? I must figure this out. You see, I use the envy to motivate me to create something that I could enjoy in life, you see. Now, I would say that with jealousy, it comes from the lack of motivation. You see, either you are spoiled and you already have everything, so you're just angry at your parents for some reason, or you've just felt like you cannot achieve anything in your lifetime. And I would say that is wrong if you take your jealousy and turn it into envy. Get out of the jealousy hate world and go with the envy. Motivate yourself to become better and better than you are right now. Because the fact that you cannot use a profile pic for your true self when you want to speak upon others, you see, that's inclusion. You see, you don't want to be seen because you're just not secure with yourself. You see, you don't have a channel where you can speak out about anything and everything in life. You don't matter if you got a nose hair hanging out or nothing, you see, because you're insecure yourself and you're trying to project that upon me, you see. Not a very good start to your comments here for your self-esteem, it appears. But we're going to go on anyway. Okay, next line. Let's see. People that are secure don't have to tell you, I've been doing this for 22 years, every 5 minutes. Now, you see, this is another prime example of someone with self-hatred and jealousy, you see, because they take something like 22 years that is said once at the beginning of every video in order to inform the viewer that, hey, I got something different to offer than well, not everybody, but a lot of people on the channel of the YouTube, you see. And the fact that you inflated that one statement to every 5 minutes shows that you're delusional, hateful, and jealous. We need to eradicate that because it's not productive to your society. You see, if you have a family, you must make them proud. You must make them feel good to get up in the morning. You can't be sharing all this self-hatred and self-insecurity. You've got to break out of that mold, and I'm here to help you do so. Let's move on to the next line, shall we? People that are secure don't base all their content on people that disagree with them. Well, you see, let's see, how can I break this one down? People that are secure don't base okay, so we've got the inflation again, you see. So I take something that a lot of people will just ignore or they'll feed into, you see. They'll be like, don't talk to me like that. Or they'll just delete and block, you see. The fact that I take this negative and try to turn it into a positive, meaning for content, for clicks, for a cute little troll thumbnail, you see. I take I take everything in my life and I turn it into an advantage, you see. That's what envious does to people. It motivates them that even the negative stuff that comes at you, you can wrestle it and turn it into something beautiful, you see. You see, kind of like the skit I just did here that took a few minutes, you see. I took the content that you gave me and I created something beautiful with it. Why I say something beautiful is because I spent most of my life trying to do voices, and I would find myself tripping over my voices where they would change constantly throughout my little skit. I was not very good at holding my tones and my accents through a whole skit, but I feel during this one, I've done pretty good. I feel I've done pretty good through this little skit. This may have been my best voiceover skit in my entire life. So I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, from the straining of my vocal cords. I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to better myself, because I just did. thank you. You are a blessing. Now I need you to walk into your bedroom or your bathroom. I need you to take a real good look in the mirror. Don't be ashamed of what you see. Change that shadowy figure of a thumb or your thumbnail pic, whatever it's called, and put your real self out there. Don't be afraid. Nobody's going to, well, some people are going to judge you. People like yourself will judge you, but you got to take that negative and turn it into something beautiful. Grow a flower out of it. That's what you need to do. And then your last statement says, tell me I'm wrong. Well, I think the last 3 minutes I just told you, and I broke it down to you in the simplest of ways on how you are wrong. Be better, my friend. Be better. Did that go on way too long? Good Lord. I should have brought my water down. Whew. Did I hold it pretty good? Normally I suck at holding voices. I felt that one was held pretty, I felt comfortable with that one. That was pretty, I like that. Hopefully that came across cool. It felt like it was cool. Let's see. Next up. That's funny. I thought it was only me. It's been happening to me for the past 3 years. This is the server going down. Yeah, the server going down has been happening a lot. That particular page hasn't happened in a while, but it was happening yesterday. Instead of, maybe you're speaking of, the tax thing. Never mind. Scratch that. Instead of sending my 1099 under the company name, send it under my wife's name, and she's listed only as management. Yeah, that's what Jan was listed on mine. All the business information is in there. Yeah, all my business information is in there also. They had me send another W-9 form. Spoke to multiple people, but nothing resolved. This year it happened again. I called eBay. They said they changed it. Now I'm waiting for the new 1099. Huh. Yeah, the person I talked to, and she said she talked to other people, so I don't know. But we talked to the tax guy. He said all we have to do is fill out a paper that shows this money was not made by this person. It was made by the corporation. So I'm hoping it'll be all good. The clownish character Klaus Schwab is a German. He also speaks a dialect in German. That's why his English sounds so extremely ridiculous. I need to Google that and watch a video and refresh if you didn't watch yesterday's video, I forget the statement, but it was like a German accent. Could not log in for nearly an hour. Payouts settings messed up. Next up, seems like they are pulling some crap. If one of you passed away, what then? If they can change it that way, then they can change it another. You might get help from the IRS on the one since the SS is crossed over like that. Yeah, that's what I was like, Jan, if something happens to Jan, like, I'm going to be lost because, like, all that's, like, all the 401k, that she gets, like, I don't know any of that stuff. I'm, like, oblivious to, that's just not my world. And, like, all the life insurance stuff, I pay everything, but I've got it all set up for automatic payment. So it would have to take me some digging to figure it all out. I'm like, we got to get something on paper that say, hey, if I die, here's what you do with eBay and what the things that I do. If you die, here's what you need to do. And just in case something happens to one of us. Because we're going to be lost. Because we usually do separate stuff. It's not like we cross over. Like, she don't have nothing to do with any of the bills. Or eBay, other than now with her Christmas stuff. But she don't know how to do any of this stuff, run anything. Who is this tax man you're talking about? Some shady character who's not willing to sign your return as a preparer because you once mentioned that one year they made a... Huh? It's eBay. Somebody says watch some YouTube videos, says pay attention. Yeah, the person who made the error on the taxes years ago, and I think it was the same kind of scenario, because everything was coming in my name at that time, and it was and he didn't, I guess, catch it or pay attention to it. And years later, it came back and said, hey, I made this amount of money this one year. I owe $30,000 in back taxes or whatever, when it was transferred over to the business. But I guess maybe the proper paperwork wasn't done at that time. So it took a couple of years for him to get that all straightened out. I still, to this day, even though that IRS coming after me thing ended, shoot, he's been passed away for what? Before my dad moved in beginning of 17. So that thing's 10 years old, and I still get papers from law firms saying, the IRS, and it gives the exact amount. I forget what it is. You're behind in taxes. I'm like, how far back is your information going? And I wouldn't trust you if you're 10 years behind, people. I mean, while it was happening, I was getting tons of freaking ads from people. But yeah, it's a different person. So that's why we want to make sure that he caught it last year and filled out the right paperwork so that it doesn't come back again. And we go through that whole scenario once again. Because the first time, we didn't understand what the hell was going on. I don't think he was very tech savvy. We got a younger guy now who, does everything. He never did anything through computers back then. It was all, I manually printed out and all that kind of stuff for him. So, you seem to always find your items. Amazing with so much stuff. Does it actually occasionally you can't? Every once in a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. I think since something, maybe about 4 days ago, there was one item that Adrian couldn't find. I don't remember what it was, though. Or did he find it? I don't know. Like, I've got spillover places where if something falls out of a tote, I put it. So if I can't find something in the tote, I go to those spillover places and go, okay, it must have fell out. It's in here somewhere. Or I'll look into the tote next to it because maybe it got pushed into it because it was too full. But I mean, the chances of not finding something for me, thankfully, is very, 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 very super slim. So, yes. 36 sales so far today. That was yesterday. And we still have 5.5 hours to go. No issues on my end. Nice. Because it's crazy how some people were on that server, I guess, and some people weren't. But I guess it was more than just normal because being the rep was even having the issues. That's strange he didn't mention this last year and you've had it set up for several years. Could you go back to last year's taxes? Yeah, he pulled up last year's taxes while we were there and it was in Jan's name. So he saw that. So I just got to make sure he does the right thing. And if he has to go back and do something for last year's, he needs to do that now. So I'm going to send him an email today reminding him of that. It's easy to criticize others, James. You are selling things. You are doing something right. So many sellers are not selling anything. 3 day and under that. 3 days, zero, zilch. My sales tanked today. Equestrian. That's the word I was looking for yesterday. Trying to pronounce. And see, that's the same person who I played with earlier. You did something nice there. Thank you. Thank you. You put in the actual pronunciation of the word. See, you've got some goodness in there. You got some goodness. Be proud. Be good and be proud. Sound like the army. All right, let's do some shipping. Be good. Be proud. Be a James meme. A James meme. All right. I think that just sold. That just sold. And I think everything else is pulled, including my items I had to get my money back on. I got most of it. I guess after fees, I got half of it. We'll talk about that. Purchase shipping labels, any international. Ooh, Hong Kong. One of the things I made my money back on is going to Hong Kong. Hopefully they'll allow that there. I guess they will. Mexico. I'm blocking. How is Mexico a thing? I block Mexico because so much stuff never makes it to the people in Mexico. How you doeth, removeth, doeth. All right, first up, an item from my Hastings. But I still got probably 5 or 6 of these left on the shelf. Not sure if I have any more of these in storage. Lilacs, Falling Uphill CD. Sold for $6, headed to Ohio. What can I play with? I feel like being creative today, so I'm going to play with the thumbnail and the title. Maybe I could do something like that sounds kind of like I did the other day, but do it as more of a cocky. Like the other day I kind of did arrogant or whatever. Do something like that. Maybe I understand why people are jealous of me. Should I go over? That's kind of going overboard, ain't it? That's not really me. That might bring in the people who, I don't know. That's not really who I am, but you would know that because I'd be joking, but I don't know if everybody would. I don't know. I'll come up with something. Something funny. At least funny to me, anyway. Something creative. Maybe I'll use the picture of the comment. I kind of liked it. It was like a spy versus spy shadow figure. Put the jealous ones. Do something creative like an album cover or something. The Jealous Ones is the name of the band. I'm just brainstorming out loud. I usually change my ideas 5, 6, 7 times before I do it when I think about what I'm doing. Like yesterday, I just typed a title. I didn't even know what my thumbnail was going to be on yesterday's video because we were leaving to go to the tax place. So I just scheduled it to come out whenever it finished. So Blue Redhead CD. Sold for $7, headed to Indiana. Shelbyville, Indiana. Why are my boxes bigger? Like the boxes I put the size in are bigger or wider. They were small. I guess that was one of the changes, maybe. I like them smaller because you don't have to drag your cursor as far. So I sold the one yesterday, so I sold mine today. I used one time the Air Up drinking bottle with the pods. The pods are what's going to Hong Kong, so those sold overnight too. So before fees, I paid $100 for all of it, and I got $70 back, not counting the fees. So this is sold for $28, headed to Maryland. So let me build a box for that, like I did the one yesterday, or whenever it was. Because my 12 by 6 box is just a tad bit too short. Flex my Porsche. I'm a Porsche flexer. What'd you say? You flex on the porch? Yeah, the neighbors need to see these muscles. I flex on the porch. You got a beer belly, I got this. Sorry. There's nothing there, don't worry. I got nothing. I got a stable midsection. That's the only thing I work on every day. To make sure I can walk when I'm old and I'm not falling down. I want to be able to hike when I'm 80. Oops. Why I did that. Habit, thinking it was off. 2, 4. 13 by 8 by 6. "13 by 8 by 6. That Chicago song. Melissa. 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 Next up, we've got Quaker Windows and Doors hat. So for $9, headed to Bowling Green, Kentucky. Ooh, I haven't put a video into my short thing, my AI for shorts in a while. Maybe I'm going to do this one to see if it can break up that little skit I did. Pretty cool. Put that out there in shorts also. If it's good, I'll have to watch it back. Grant. Give that boy a Grant. He's smart. He's smart, I say. He knows a thing or two. I just put this up the other day. We got a Florida Panthers, it's like stadium giveaway, winter scarf. Florida Panthers, Florida. Florida Panthers got a winter scarf. Am I missing something here? Well, the rink is cold to those people, so they need something to keep them toasty in the rink. They're not used to a little cold, so it's freezing in the rink to them. That makes sense. Headed to Florida, sold for $13.50. It all makes sense now. You got to keep them a toasty. Toasty, I say, toasty. Gong, 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 gong. Ooh, what was that? $24 for a Camel Cigarettes vintage tote bag. Thank you very much. I much appreciate that. Much appreciated, yo. Let's go into T. What up, T? It's tea time. All right, next up we've got, put this up a couple of days ago. This little clown with the porcelain head. Hi, everybody. What's going on? So for $9, headed to San Antonio, Texas. Dun, 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 dun. Make sure my head don't get squashed. Okay. Make sure your head don't get squashed. Make sure your head don't get squashed. You want me to double bubble you? I can double bubble you. Make sure you put a little bit more protecting on that head of yours. And then we fold it over just to give you a little more. Play it a little safer. There you go. We don't want you to get a crushed head now. Well, that could hurt like something fierce. 8, 6, 4. Abby. If my name was Abby, I'd say call me Arby. Call me Arby for short. But that's not really short, James. Not the point. Pete's Summer Brew hat. So for $8, headed to Troy, Ohio. Oh, what's that joke? What's high in the middle and round on both ends? Ohio. That was the bad joke as a kid. One of the bad jokes as a kid. And I'm talking little kid, not middle kid. Little kid. Headed to dawn. Next up, we've got another, not another, but John Deere hat. The last one I sold was from that company also. Headed to Georgia, sold for $8.50. Hopefully today I didn't get much done and listed yesterday. Maybe 25 items, maybe. Just because that whole tax thing kind of shook up my whole day. Shook it up. Shake it up, baby. Lawson. Next up, just put this up the other day. At least I had 3 of those just put up the other day statements today. We've got a Taco Bell fire sauce pin. Excuse me. Headed to Knoxville, Tennessee, sold for $9. These don't tear as easy, and this is kind of edgy. It's edgy, baby. Edgy. So light. It gets blown away in the wind. So light, so light, so light. Jason, I'll remember you since you're the last U.S. one. Okay. Review purchase. Pay and confirm. Confirm and pay. The spinning wheel of death, 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 death. Dun, 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 dun. Print. My name is Print. And I am labels. My name is Print. Print the labels. My name is Prince. And I am funky. My name is Prince. The one and only. Wow, 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 wow. Don't you dare try to fall on me. What? Did I have 2 international or 3? Wait, this is... What? Did I miss something? Maybe I missed a click or something. I guess I did. Oh no, I thought I didn't pull that, but I did pull it. That's what it was. That's how I missed it. Okay, I was like, wait, what's that? So I gotta do that one too. I'm confusing myself. It's not hard to do. Abby. Breaking up's not hard to do. Or something. I don't know. I don't remember how that song goes. Breaking up is hard to do. Don't know that song well enough to sing it. Or attempt to sing it. Or to vocalize it. Won't call it singing. Just call it vocalizing. Melissa. Thomas. The tank. Engine. Catherine. Get in there. I said get in there. Also, we got this Gander Mountain shirt. Sold for $10.50. Gander Mountain is no more. Gander Mountain was changed to Gander Outdoors when Marcus Lemonis bought it out. I think he bought it in bankruptcy, actually. Wonder how he's doing financially with all his businesses. Because he owns that big old RV center place too. The biggest one in the U.S., I think it is. I know they were closing some locations in that, so I wonder how they're doing. So headed to Massachusetts. 10:50. Yael Courtney is the name. That's different. Yael. Okay. Okay, what am I doing wrong? I don't do this enough. Oh, purchase shipping label. I don't do one by one enough. I'm like confusing myself. What button do I hit, man? So confusing to me. I'm gonna just check all these other services for the hell of it, just to see what's out there. USPN. I could send it overnight for $85. That's just crazy. Crazy money. That's FedEx overnight. Crazy, I said. Crazy. Go back to orders. Now go to the pirate ship. Oui, oui. No, that's French, not pirate talk. Alright. Next up, we've got the... I got a feeling these aren't going to make it, and the Mexico item's not going to make it. We'll see. We've got some of those air up pouches, or the flavor pods. So headed to Hong Kong. That's a long address. Is it going to print? Sold for $18. Guess let's put water flavoring. But then they might think it's a liquid. I'll just put water flavor pods. All right, 8 by 6 by 4. 8. Water flavor pods. Dag, James. Spelled two out of 3 wrong because a button got stuck or something. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Will it print that long ass address? Guess you are. Two out of 3. And then I got one of my box of toys. How many of these have I sold so far? I know I upped the number. What did I up the number to? Okay, I sold 11 so far. So remember I told you I was going to put all small toys in box to have something that I could keep continually at the top of my eBay searches. So I got the small box of toys, random toys. So I sold 11 boxes so far at $10 to $15 a piece. I've been taking offers at 10. I think I took one at 12 maybe, and then most of them sold at 15. So sold 11 of them. And some of the items I put in this box, I got this little cushy Disney guy. Got some Hot Wheels. Got this guy. I don't know who he is. I just picked him up that last time at the bins. I found out. This is a good thing about a bin. You find a little section of small toys. I can just scoop them up and put them in a box and then throw them into my thing. Got a little dinosaur. Got a Little People. Got a Mario. Got a Bowser. I got a old broken vintage tank. I got a trash truck, a couple more Hot Wheels. I got an Inspector Gadget, McDonald's Happy Meal thing. I got a My Little Pony. I got a Venom little bobblehead. Got a pirate. I put at least 20, I say put 20 minimum, so I usually put 22, 23 items in. Oh, these international things don't like just putting the word toy, so I need to make sure this is, I guess, used toy figures. Used Hot Wheel car. I guess I could do a little. It's going to Mexico. Good chance it's not going to make it anyway. And you paid the $14.99. Describe what you're shipping. Used action figure. / Hot Wheel car. Oh, it won't let me put too much in there. Cars. I'm afraid to put toy because it always sends it back when I put toy in the description, but I'll put toy cars. How about that? There we go. That better be good enough. Damn it. Damn it. Ooh, how much is Mexico in? 20, 21. I think I might need to up that because I don't think I upped that price. I think it's still at $19.99, so I need to up that one by at least $1 minimum. All right, we'll see if you get there or not. I don't have much faith in it. All right, that is all. So we were at 124. We are now at 10:15 a.m. and I am at $151. So I've been starting, I won't say starting out pretty good, but coming back pretty good in the morning. So hopefully we'll have a nice steady day today, unlike yesterday. I mean, look, if you think about it, $575 yesterday. I'm okay with that, right? I'm in my profit. That was only basically probably like 5 hours worth of sales if you rounded it and pushed it together. And I think that's one thing that people who don't watch my videos often enough don't understand, that if I had the 24 hours of sales that I was used to before and not having these big blocks of just nothing, my numbers would be $900 to $1,000 every damn day. And I'm starting to believe even at this 3 and 5%, I can hit those $900 numbers. I just got to figure out, I got to look at, the way I'm going to try to look at it though is it's not the website, it's the way eBay is going to be. So how can I get around it? That's the way I'm kind of looking at it. But not stressing over it, right? Not stressing over the numbers. Just go, okay, I've got these big blocks overnight. How the hell am I going to defeat that? Like it's a problem, not a problem. You know what I mean? Like it's an issue, but not a website problem. How do I get around that? I don't know. Being I ship worldwide. on 10 different eBay sites. I don't know. That's why I honestly think it's like a server-related problem. Because even if it was an eBay US website problem overnight, why ain't I getting sales on those international sites? On the days where, or the nights that don't seem like there's a shutdown, because I don't have a big block of nothingness, I get US sales and international sales throughout the night. So that's why I feel like it's like foundation location, basically, where the server is, and everything else builds off of that, right? That's why I always feel like it's a server thing. Because it feels like it takes away every avenue. If it was just like eBay US, I'd still have all these other avenues open, right? Where it seems like those are shut off too. That's why for me, when I talk about feels like a server issue, maybe that kind of explains it a little bit better. Because it seems like it cuts every avenue off. Not just eBay US. I mean, I'm on 10 eBay sites throughout the world. So, I don't know. Actually, I don't think I'm on France anymore because I had to do all that other weird stuff with their new shipping thing, and I don't think I ever did it. Because I never really sent a lot there anyway. Actually, I need to check my German. I used to send a lot of stuff to Germany. I know they changed things, but I thought I did it correctly. But I haven't noticed any German stuff in quite a while. So I need to double check and make sure that's I'm still on this German website. All right. I think that is all. See if there's any important question or comment in the last hour. My impressions are almost inexistent since 2 days. They crashed on February 3rd and not going back. All right. Thanks, everybody. Time to get to the post office and start getting some work done, get some items listed. Appreciate everybody getting ready to hit that 18,000. Maybe we'll hit it before the end of the day. We'll see. Did that go up any? Let me check. Oh, is it? Nope. Still got 9 to go. So 9 away from 18,000. Oh, I just got another comment. Let me see this. It looked pretty interesting. One day we will wake up and our account name will be changed due to a glitch. We will all be called Jamie. That was funny. That's a nice way to end it. Nice joke. That was good. All right. Thanks, everybody. See you all in the next video. Later.